Greetings, everyone. Welcome to 2K Sports and another exciting edition of NBA Ball. Hello, everyone. I'm Brian Anderson, joined by Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg. We'll hear from reporter Allie LaForce in a moment. Allie, it's all yours.
Hey, B.A. The Bucks' defense last season was...
All right, Allie, thank you. And the starting lineup for the Nets. Harris the 3 with Durant at the 4. James Harden out there with Kyrie Irving. And it's Griffin in at the 5. And from Milwaukee, Middleton is the 3 with Giannis playing the 4. Drew Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Lopez in at the center position. Boy, no shortage of athleticism on display tonight. Grant, you know a little something about athleticism.
Well, look, the bottom line is if you have the athleticism in today's game where speed and pace is so important and you've taken the physicality out of the game, I believe it gives you an advantage on both ends of the floor. If you're an offensive player who's skilled with the athleticism, you have a chance to be dominant. And then also defensively, you can be a rim protector, on-ball defender. So the athletic component to it is certainly an ingredient for success in today's game.
And Chris Middleton gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Here's Harden. Outside Durant. There's the 3. Yes, and a nice assist from Harden.
You know, when Durant gets a look from that distance, he's letting it fly. Well, you think about James Harden, and he's been fantastic throughout his career, but particularly the last 3 years. And I think he's been a bit of a polarizing figure in the league because of his style of play or his sly knack for drawing fouls and getting the benefit of the doubt on calls. You know, many have been rather outspoken and even on occasion mean-spirited with their criticism. Well, that's a good player missing from point-blank range. That's one you got to convert.
And he lobs it up. Tipped. Ooh, Griffin with the steal. Harden against Middleton. Pass to Irving for 3. Nails it from 3. Clark, you're talking about the ISO-heavy style. Some would say it hurts team chemistry.
Well, you know, it's funny. Back in the day, going way back in the day, not so much vitriol for big men isolating in the post. For some reason, doing it on the perimeter is viewed a little differently. I think part of it is that it's a lot of dribbling and people standing around. And for some, the purest in the game, that can be a little distasteful.
Now here's Harris. With the drive. 4 on the clock. Fires for 3. Connects from downtown.
And the offense, I mean, 3 of 4, a solid start for this game.
Pass to DiVincenzo. Three-pointer is up. Middleton. That one falls. Nice feed that time from Holiday.
Boy, that is a real weapon in Middleton's arsenal. I mean, when you hit a 3 on him, he wants that sweet revenge, and he's coming back at you.
Now here's Harden. Irving for 3. Oh, he missed it. Making him 1 for 2 now. Pass to DiVincenzo. Oh, stolen by Harden. A minute 15 left to play in the first quarter. Antetokounmpo grabs the board.
Boy, he's got to be kicking himself for failing to make that shot. That's money.
Middleton with it. Shoots over Durant. Kevin Durant with a rebound. Brooklyn has gone 3 of 4 on threes here in this first quarter. Irving, the pass to Griffin. Three-pointer. And again, it's the Nets missing.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Antetokounmpo finds Holiday. Outside, DiVincenzo. Lopez against Griffin. Shot clock at 5. Lopez passes to Holiday. Over Griffin. Tipped.
Griffin still possessing such incredible timing. Shooters have to be careful when he's on the prowl.
12 seconds left in the first quarter here. Outside Durant. Lays it up and banks it in. Durant's got 5 points.
Boy, what a graceful athlete. I mean, Durant does a beautiful job moving and slicing through that defense, getting a high percentage shot there.
And that does it for the first quarter. It's the Nets up by 6. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. And recently, Kevin Durant discussed.
I think we get a lot of teams' best shot.
And it's one of the challenges of being one of the teams to beat.
But that's the difference with a superstar like Durant. He can give you elite play from start to finish. Lesser guys can only do it in spurts.
If you're just joining us, we played through one quarter in this one. And looking at what we've seen from the Nets, what do you think, guys?
Give it up for their D. They're battling, communicating, and coming up with key stops.
They've got them rattled. It's only the first quarter, and already they've made enough big plays on defense to last really an entire game.
The star front court, Middleton and Giannis in it forward. Then there's Drew Holiday. Then it's Bobby Portis. And it's Allen in at the 2. That's the 5 on the floor for the Bucks. The Bucks trail. Outside Holiday. Back to Antetokounmpo. On the wing, Holiday. Clock at 6. Allen attacking. Chalk up 2 there. Allen's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Now here's Mills. Boy, he's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Durant. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
You know, for Kevin Durant, to me, he's just fortifying his legacy, reinforcing it, because he's going to go down as one of the greatest to ever play, and perhaps maybe the greatest scorer to ever play when you think about the way he can get it in the basket. Now I think he just wants to lead a team to a title where he helped build it from the ground up.
As you said, Clark, Durant has the rings already. Just wants to do it in a new setting now.
And, you know, I'm not mad at him. I actually admire his desire to fortify his legacy by trying to lead a team from the ground to the mountaintop. You know, success with the Nets would be a huge thing that he would be remembered for. And I just hope he can stay healthy the rest of his journey.
It's not luck that he's so steady at the line. It's through repetition and hard work. The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
Definitely saved a layup with that foul, and he'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
He misses the free throw. Grant, you were an exceptional ball handler in your day. How about now? Who's the best scorer off the bounce in this league?
You know, B.A., you would give me that tough question. I mean, that's with all the great players in this league who are all very capable off the bounce. I don't know. I probably would have to go with James Harden. I mean, his ability on the perimeter, handling the basketball, step-back three-pointers, and then, of course, he's so good and crafty with the ball, getting to the basket, drawing fouls. You know what? The MVP of the league in years past, I have to say it's James Harden.
I'm just going to throw in LeBron James on you for a moment, and maybe a little hint of Luka Magic as well.
They're pretty good, too. That's fair.
Yeah, you know, when you shoot the ball as well as Middleton does, you want to be hungry and looking for your shots. I mean, shot hungry is a good thing when you've got the stroke that he has, mid-range and long distance.
Durant for 3. Rebounded by the Bucks. 1:52 left in the first half. Antetokounmpo for 3. Aldridge pulls down the board. Brooklyn has gotten 5 of their 9 attempts from deep to go. Here's Mills. That's good. And so Durant with the assist. Mills has got 5 points now in the quarter.
That's one of the areas he's really improved. Durant's passing abilities have grown as his years in the league have grown.
Pass to Antetokounmpo. Shoots over Millsap. Kevin Durant with a rebound. The Nets have gone 3 of 5 since the beginning of the second. The floater. And the layup is up and in. And now a 12-point Nets lead.
Man, it's so impressive the way Durant gets that floater off so fast. I mean, at nearly 7 feet tall with guard-like quickness, that should almost be outlawed.
Brooklyn has gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc in the second quarter. Pass to Harden. Three-pointer. And he missed again. Now 1 of 5.
He's got a nice feel for that crossover, but you still have to finish.
And here's Allen. 26 seconds left in the second quarter. The Nets have gone 4 for 7 in the second quarter. Antetokounmpo against Durant. Rebound, Milwaukee.
Boy, the defense got lucky there with him missing it, but they don't want to chance that again.
Here's Antetokounmpo. And a nice finish on the layup. Antetokounmpo's got his first points of the night.
When he's on the floor, Antetokounmpo makes good things happen inside. I mean, he's got so much size and skill. A lot for the defense to try to contend with.
And so that's the end of the first half. Nets out in front, up by 10. And time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow on 2K Sports.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2K Sports, everybody. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Let's talk about that first half. And as great as James Harden has been, his game has attracted its share of critics. They flop, travels, or that he... And that's going to do it for our halftime show, sadly. Third quarter about to start.
And we played through the first half. Plenty of basketball left in this one. One of the stories here, Kevin Durant. He's getting it done today.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of him.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast thus far. We're halfway through the game. Brooklyn has gotten 5 of 11 threes to drop so far in this game. On the floor for the Nets. Harris the 3 with Durant at the 4. James Harden out there with Kyrie Irving. And it's Griffin in at the 5.
Well, when you think James Harden, you're thinking buckets, and a lot of them. Buckets and free throws and threes. This guy has led the league in scoring the last 3 years running, and he harkens you back to the likes of Michael Jordan and Wilt Chamberlain in terms of his point production.
The Bucks shooting 40% from the field in this one. Here's Antetokounmpo. And with that one, the deficit trimmed to single digits. Antetokounmpo has got his second bucket of the night.
Just off the charts, incredible athleticism from Antetokounmpo. Fending off contact like a real pro.
And Chris Middleton gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him.
That was a good call. The defense wasn't established.
Yeah, it looked like it. I mean, he kind of slid underneath as he got to the spot, too.
Pass to Harris. Back to Irving. On the wing, Durant launches it. And good. Coming on the assist by Irving. Durant's got 12 points in the game. Clark, you look at points per possession. James Harden, as good as anyone in history.
Well, to lead that category, BA, you need a steady diet of threes, frees, and layups. That's free throws, threes, and layups. And quite honestly, those are the most efficient shots in basketball, and Harden takes more of them than anybody.
The Bucks have gone just 1 of 3 in the second half. Here's Antetokounmpo. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. It goes on Kevin Durant.
And quite honestly, guys, Antetokounmpo, get that name right, folks. He's one of the most unique, talented players in the league. I mean, long arms, which really create a lot of problems for the defenders, whether he's passing or shooting.
That free throw no good. Well, Grant, the game's tempo seems to increase each year. You think there's a point at which it'll snap back to the other direction?
You know, B.A., that's a great point. I mean, I think back to the 90s when I played, and the game was at a snail's pace. It was a grinded-out defensive battle, and slowly over the years, the tempo has picked up. As you said, each and every year it's increased. But I do think at some point, the pendulum will swing back, and we'll get back to a little bit more a little bit less pace in terms of how the game is played. I don't think we're there yet, but we're getting close. The game constantly evolves in some form or fashion, and I believe that we'll kind of get back to maybe a little bit more of a slower pace at some point in the future.
Yeah, the kind of game we see in the playoffs.
Exactly.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
It's hard to argue against the fact that Giannis Antetokounmpo is the game's most physical slasher. He said, quote, "In the NBA, they want you to flop. When you're strong and you go through contact, they don't get the foul call." But he said that flopping is not who I am. I'm just going to try and power through. Guys?
Well, that's what the fans want to see, Allie. Thanks.
I tell you, that's why Antetokounmpo is so feared league-wide. I mean, when he's close to the rim, he's most likely going to flush it on you.
Here's Harden. Sweet little floater. Harden's got 5 points now this quarter.
There's a touch of artistry to the floater. Takes feel as much as skill.
Holiday's been in the league for roughly a decade now, and throughout, he's been reliable and he's been consistent.
Yeah, B.A., his scoring average has gone up a little over time. But you look at almost every other category: assists, rebounds, steals, shooting percentages. You know what Holiday's going to give you year in and year out.
Irving, the pass to Harden. No good on the three.
You know, guys, you can tell he wants to contribute more, but his teammates have picked up the slack for him. That's what being on the team is all about.
And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
At the line for your Bucks, Drew Holiday. At the line for two.
That free throw misses. Portis, he's checked in for the Bucks. And the second free throw is good. Third quarter of basketball here. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by. And here's Harden. Give him 8. Pass to Claxton. Down low. And Griffin slams it in.
Oh, nice one-handed jam there, B.A.
Hey, little exclamation point.
Hey, they've got a nice, comfortable lead here, fellas. Might as well keep it simple. Do it a plain, simple one-hander, just like pound cake.
The shot by Holiday, no good. Brooklyn's gone 7 for 17 from three-point range so far in this matchup. Harden from outside. Nails it from beyond the arc. Harden's got 11 points.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. It's the Nets, leading by 14. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boy.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first three quarters. Middleton is the 3 with Giannis playing the 4. Drew Holiday out there with Pat Connaughton. And it's Portis in at the center position, locking down the middle. That's the 5 on the floor for the Bucks.
And, you know, the summer of 2019, Chris Middleton signing a 5-year, $178 million contract to remain in Milwaukee. And, boy, did he ever reward the Bucks' faith in him with the best season of his career.
Both free throws good from Middleton. And Clark, career best shooting percentages for Middleton in 1920. A 50-40-90 season.
Impressive, BA, and I'll give you a little more embellishment. It was a career high in points for him, his second All-Star selection, and his success was a big reason the Bucks dominated all year long.
Shot clock at 6. Griffin, a screen on Antetokounmpo. The Nets need to get off a shot here. Well, a careless foul. That'll send him to the line for 3 free throws.
You know, what comes to mind first when you think of Irving is his handle. Rush hour tight, but also his dynamic ability as a scorer. You know, Kyrie Irving clearly entering what should be the prime of his career. I mean, taking more of a scorer approach with the Nets. I think he's got the skill set to be a dominant lead guard, perhaps in the mold of a James Harden, Devin Booker type, with his own flair and flavor, of course.
And he makes a first. Clark, last season, Irving shooting more times than he has ever in his career.
You know, B.A., I think it was out of necessity. I mean, with the Nets' injuries, Kyrie had to step into taking more shots. I think he's still deadly from outside, and even with the increased volume, Kyrie's one of the more efficient, high-scoring guards you'll see, and clearly, perhaps the best layup maker in the game right now from the guard position.
And he nails the third. Now here's Antetokounmpo. Pass to Lopez. Outside Holiday. Back to Lopez. Antetokounmpo outside. Power it home! Oh, wow!
And when the Greek Freak takes flight, I mean, he's looking to tear that rim apart. So ferocious in his throwdowns.
Outside Mills. Durant for 3. Rebounded by the Bucks. Middleton's got 4 rebounds now. Here's Holiday. The rebound by the Nets.
Boy, he really bungled that finish.
Now here's Mills. He's covered by Holiday. Cash. Mills with the bucket. And Grant, you played until the age of 40. That's becoming a rare feat in the NBA.
It really is, B.A. And I think in part you have players who've entered the league a lot younger. Back when I came into the league, it was, you know, typically after your 3rd or 4th year in college, players were a little bit older, so they started later. But now players are coming in as teenagers, essentially, and it's the cumulative effect, the wear and tear over the 82-game season. You know, not everyone's going to play 20 years, get to the age of 40, but still, nonetheless, you have some great players in this league who've had tremendous longevity even until their late 30s.
Irving for 3. Giannis Antetokounmpo grabs the board. The Bucks have gone 1 of 4 since the 4th quarter began. Pass to Lopez. On the wing, Holiday. Allen with it. To the left side wing. Shoots. Milwaukee, no good that time either. Brooklyn has gone 0 for 3 here in the 4th.
It looks like it'll be a big win for them here. Time to just cruise to the end of the game and chalk up the victory for the Nets.
The coaching staff has to be happy with the way they've limited their turnovers here.
Yeah, B.A., that's hashtag facts. Just tremendous patience and self-control.
All right, we present our New Balance Player of the Game, James Harden.
And I just love to see a player who plays with an aggressive mindset. I mean, he had the energy and the intensity all game. He didn't waste any time when he had his chances out there by attacking the rim.
You know, some guys aren't the same player on the road. Not this guy. He loves sticking it to an opposing crowd, and it only adds fuel to his fire. Outside, Hill reverses, and Portis with the layup.
Oh, just an easy reverse for him. He has nice feel and touch around the bucket.
The Nets have gotten only 2 of 6 attempts to drop in the 4th. Pass to Bembry. That shot missing. Now the Bucks take it the other way. In transition, here come the Bucks. Here's Portis, and it's good. 2 points.
Got to box out on the boards. When you don't, that's what happens.
Grant, wouldn't be a bad idea here to slow it down.
Yeah, the coach is definitely looking for patience and execution.
Pass to Thomas. Drives to the hoop. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Everyone in the building saw the obvious contact.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
And so he makes both from the line. And so it's Milwaukee with it. They trail by 16. And we've got 28 seconds left in the fourth.
Unfortunately for them, they're still going to come up short. You wish they'd shown this kind of fight earlier.
Yeah, you know, I agree with you. They waited too long to finally ramp themselves up.
Pass to Aldridge. Shoots over Portis from 13 feet. Down it goes. And the Nets lead by 16.
Yeah, they blocked out the noise, blocked out the distractions, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Boy, a fantastic performance. And I tell you something, I mean, you get roadkill, that's always a challenge in the NBA, no matter what, and they got it done.
So we see the Nets taking the W here. To walk into enemy territory and deliver a performance like that, that says a lot about this squad.
They really came in looking confident and didn't let anything shake them. This is what a dominant team looks like.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Clark Kellogg, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for watching. We'll see you next time.